Hi, it's Jana Eubank with Simple Stories, and this is the December Days album kit from Scrapbook.com, featuring the Country Christmas collection by Simple Stories. This collection is gorgeous. It's got that classic Christmas vibe with a little bit of a country twist to it, a little bit of that shabby chic feel. First, we'll start with the binder, which is the star of the show. This is a nice coated binder that has metal corners and a metal book plate to it, and it's a nice deep size. It has a 2-inch D-ring inside. Of course, it's got this gorgeous wreath printed on the front, so you don't even have to decorate it if you want to. It's all ready to go. On the inside, you have this beautiful red plaid that is printed on the inside, so that is really beautiful as well. Included with the album are 8 snap pages. 5 of them are this full page design, and then 3 of them are die cut shapes like this tag. Each of the pages are printed on both sides with patterns so that you're able to scrapbook directly onto these pages. I really love these die cut pages because it adds different texture and dimension as you flip through the book and just makes it really fun and interesting to look at. You have the beautiful soft blues as well as the classic Christmas red and green. Take a look at that scalloped piece. And then I love all the imagery in this collection, like this beautiful red cardinal, the vintage Santa. So we have the 8 snap pages, and then we also have a pocket page. This is perfect for adding your Christmas cards or maybe that Christmas program that you went to. Also with this binder is included 12 pocket pages. You have 4 of the 6x8 page, 4 of the 2 4x6 photos, and then 4 of the 3x4 and 4x6 photos. So lots of space to get started with your album. In addition to the album, we have 2 sets of die cuts. Let me show you those now. The first set of die cuts are these number pocket pieces. You have these 2.5-inch numbers that are perfect for marking each day of the month as you record your activities. They come in different shades of green and red and this beautiful winter white. You also receive the snap card pack that includes 48 different cards. You receive 8 4x6 cards with a variety of designs, places to journal, but also you've got phrases and words. And on the back of each of the cards are patterns, so you can add your photos to the other side or use them to design with. There's also 8 4x4 cards in a variety of designs and colors. Aren't those pretty? And then we have 16 3x4 cards and 16 2x2 cards. If you'd like to add pattern paper to your project, you've got 2 great options. First of all, we have the 6x8 paper pad that is sized perfectly to go in the sheet protectors included with the holiday album. These papers also include their own 3x4 cards that are exclusive to this pad so that you have different designs to work with than the ones that come with the snap card kit. Also, there is the 12x12 papers, and I just want you to see how gorgeous these are. There's lots of texture added in onto these papers and into these designs, and you can see like the wood grain texture, the snowflakes peeking through, and then of course that gorgeous country barn. On the back of that paper is this beautiful blue snowy scene with the holly down this right side along with the little red droplets. I love this red plaid. It's just classic Christmas to me and just makes me want to wrap up in a warm scarf. On the other side of this one, you've got a pattern paper that looks like a bunch of ephemera papers layered together with the greenery. I love this paper with the beautiful poinsettias and the holly branches interspersed in between. And then you've got this classic polka dot on the other side. Look at this large, gorgeous wreath. This would be a really fun paper to put at the beginning of a Christmas album, maybe with your family name and the year or a favorite Christmas quote. That would be great to frame and add as your home decor as well. There's this beautiful red and green plaid. You can see that there's a little bit of distressing here and there. And then we have this vintage Santa all dressed in his winter white. This kind of a paper would also be great for the cover of an album where the design is already figured out for you and all you need to do is add your photos. On the back of that paper you see those snowy pines with the deer. I love this holly paper with the tone-on-tone green. Just classic and gorgeous, would be wonderful for a background. Then here's another feature paper that has the cardinal off to the side. This would be also great to just add in your photos and a little bit of journaling and you're good to go. I love this paper with the poinsettia in the corners and the holly down in this corner. Again, look at all that gorgeous texture on that one. I love these words in the tone-on-tone red, and you can see that the distressing here looks a little bit like wood peeking through that pattern. Now, not only do you have your red and green patterns, but you've got your snowy winter blue, those icy blues. Look at this beautiful pine tree with the splattered white dots over the top. Here's another Christmas plaid with the red and green. This time it's on a diagonal. And then we get into the element papers. The 2x2 elements, this is so clever, have the 31 days of the month, so you can create your own Christmas countdown. The other side of that paper is this tone-on-tone pine tree pattern. And again, look at the fun distressing that you can see peeking through here and there. If you want more options for the element cards, you can pick up this 3x4 element paper, and you can see that you've got more words, beautiful phrases, the beautiful images. I love the kids running down to see Santa as he's opening up his pack. You have these journaling spots as well. These are different than the cards that are included in the Snap Card Kit, as well as the 6x8 pad, so you have all kinds of designs to work with. Look at the beautiful birds that are featured on the back of that pattern, and you can see some music sheet images peeking through. Here are the 4x4 elements. Again, great places to journal. You've got phrases. And look at the deer by the barn. I just love that with this little leather patch that says Winter Wonderland. Again, the cardinal, believe in the magic, and that gorgeous wreath. The back of this paper features this gorgeous holly paper. I love the berries. And then we have the 4x6 element papers. Great places to journal. You have a vertical design here, so you get a little bit of both. And these are going to make gorgeous Christmas cards. The back of this one is a red and white polka dot. Now we have those 12 pattern papers, but don't forget that we also have our Simple Basics papers that are in 6 solid colors that coordinate perfectly with the pattern papers. These are great because you don't have to try and pick out your colors in the middle of the night while you're working, or they're perfect for using in your die cutting. Along with the 12 papers, you can purchase those in a collection kit with the combo sticker sheet, or of course, it's available separately. I love the large wood grain words, perfect for card sentiments or titles on your scrapbook pages. So we have the 12x12 combo sticker sheet, but there's also 2 more 12x12 stickers that coordinate with this collection. The first one is the bordered cardstock stickers, and I love these because they look like layered strips of pattern paper along with icons like poinsettias, snowflakes. Look at this book plate with the beautiful bird in there with the pine cones. Lots of fun words to tuck in here and there, and just a really beautiful sheet. I love that there's lots of florals and holly to add in on your projects as well. The second sheet is this banner cardstock stickers, and this is a really fun one. It features these openings where you can add photos, or maybe you can want to use those to add additional journaling, but they're just really fun to swag underneath a photo or across the top of a page, and they have all these beautiful images, as well as more holly and berries to add here and there on your project. So not only do we have the large 12x12 sticker sheets, but we also have this awesome mini sticker tablet. And this includes 12 sheets of stickers. Let me show you what's inside. You have this page with the circles and flags and labels. There's the mini phrase stickers. These are great for filling in little spots in your embellishment clusters. I love these rectangular pieces. They're great for adding as envelope seals to your Christmas cards, and you get 2 pages of those. We also have the numbers, so if you are doing a December album, you can tag your photos and coordinate it with the journaling about what you're doing each day of the month. And then look at the icons. I love the little banner, the hearts, the vintage Santa images, the pine tree. This page has stamps as well as safety pins with flags, and look at these little wood circles and more of these layered border strips. This sheet has more of those layered strips with phrases on them, and then you have several tabs here at the bottom. It keeps on going, guys. There's even more circles. These are great for envelope seals as well. And then look, another sheet with numbers in a larger size. We even have some phrase and word stickers here in these 3 different colors. And then the final sheet here are these adorable wood grain words in all different kinds of script and font that'll make your titles really stand out. If you like adding dimension to your projects, we also have a coordinating chipboard sticker sheet with a vintage Santa. I love the vintage angel over here. And look at the beautiful foliage with the poinsettia, the holly, the pine tree with the deer, and of course this gorgeous typography on this phrase, all things merry and bright, and your wood grain joy down here. We also have the chipboard layered frames. These are a really fun product. They're great for framing out that special photo, or maybe you want to add journaling to the openings. They'd also be really fun to create shaker style designs on your cards or projects with confetti or sequins inside. That's not all. We also have a whole nother pack of floral bits and pieces. Look at these gorgeous floral images. You've got the wreaths, the poinsettias, all kinds of holly and berries, all different sizes, so that you can tuck them in and create beautiful accents to your photos, your journaling, and your other embellishment clusters. I love the clear stamps that coordinate with this collection. There's great phrases to create your Christmas cards like ho ho ho, warm wishes, season's greetings, and Merry Christmas. We even have a set of washi tape with the plaid, the deer and the pine trees, and of course the gorgeous poinsettia pattern. Now that I've shown you all the fun goodies that come with the Country Christmas collection, let's start decorating our December Days album. Now the album is gorgeous by itself, and if you are planning on using this album to store it on a shelf where you're sliding it in and out, you may want to keep the decorations fairly minimal. That's okay because it's gorgeous all on its own, but you can also embellish it some more if you would like. For example, on my album, I've added in some of the floral bits and pieces. For example, here we can just tuck in an additional flower right here behind our chipboard. And then I've also added a paper bow, and then I've added in some red berries. I've used these gem stickers by Doodlebug, but you can also use Nouveau drops or enamel dots or even sequins or buttons. The inside of the album has this gorgeous red pattern, but you can decorate it a bit more if you'd like. In this case, I've taken one of the 6x8 sheets and I've just simply fussy cut around the design using my scissors like this, and then glued it to the front of the book. Now that we've decorated the cover, I'm ready to start putting together my album. Now there's 3 ways that you can approach this. If you're doing a December Days album, you can either pre-plan your pages with the backgrounds and a few embellishments and then add in your photos and memories as you go throughout the month. Or number 2, you can create your album as you go, day by day. And then the last way to approach it is to create the project after the month is over. Whatever approach you decide to take, the best thing to do when you're ready to create is to organize your supplies and gather them all together. Let me show you how I approach this album. I like to pre-plan my pages before the month starts. That's because December is so busy that I know if I pre-plan the pages, then I can just plug things in as I find time here and there. So what I like to do is pull out all the pages and pull out all the sheet protectors. And I like to put them in the album in a rough draft order. The first thing I do is I look for my title page. And usually what I like to do with a title page is maybe put our family photo for that year or a special photo, maybe our Christmas tree, something about that year in the very front of the book. So I will look for a page that I want to use as my title page. Now I chose to use this paper with the poinsettia and the hollies because I felt like it would frame the photo nicely. So let's put that page in first. The back of this page I will use for photos, and then I thought since it's at the beginning of the month that I might want to look ahead towards the rest of the month and document what we have coming up, the events, the concerts, things like that. So I'm going to next put in this monthly page. Now you could use this just as a page background and scrapbook right on top, but what I did in my album is I used the mini sticker tablet and I put in the numbers for the days where we had events, and then I filled in the extra spots with just some decorative stickers. From there, I'll start tucking in more pages. So here I have two solid large pages, and I might want to vary it a little bit. So I'm going to add in this die cut tag page in between just to give different shapes and sizes. And then maybe on the next day, I will start adding in some of the page pockets. So since I've got a full page on the left side, what if we pull in one of the pockets that have space for multiple photos? So I may tuck that one in next. And then this has two photos, so maybe I will grab one like this that has 3 photos. Next, I may decide I want a space for journaling, so maybe I'll choose this page with all the space to journal. And then I'll just continue adding these pages one at a time in sort of a rough draft form, so that's all ready for me to work with as the month goes on. So let's start putting together a page. Let's put together the title page. I've cut down a square piece of pattern paper from the 6x8 paper pad, and I'm going to add that here. Next, I'm going to mat my photo with some of this green Simple Basics cardstock and add that to the striped paper. I like using multiple pattern papers to really call attention to a focal point photo like this. So we talked about the banner stickers and how easy they are to use. What I love about these is that you just peel them off and add them to your project, and it looks as though you've gone to all the trouble of doing lots of layering, but really it's just this really beautiful sticker stuck right on your page. Nice and easy. I wanted to add a bit more detail to this page. You can see that we have red here with the poinsettia, the red here with this poinsettia, and then I wanted to create a visual triangle. So I'm going to add in some more of the floral bits and pieces to this top corner, just tucking them behind the photo. We have this holly greenery here that we'll tuck there. We'll add in this poinsettia flower again to repeat that red and create a visual triangle. And then I felt like we needed a little bit more of the greenery on this left side of the flower. So I grabbed this little holly piece, again from the floral bits and pieces, and we're just going to tuck that there so it looks like we have leaves all the way around. The final step would be to add a phrase sticker, and this one I selected from the mini sticker tablet right here in the back. But you could also put the year or your family name right there in that corner, and that would make for a great title page. All right, now that we've done our title page, I'm ready to flip it over and start documenting my month. So this is the first day of the month, and I want to add some photos. Maybe I'm putting up my Christmas decorations, and I want to record that process, or maybe the kids are out playing in the snow. So let's add 2 4x4 pictures right here. Now, I have this page and I might think, gosh, I want to add more photos, or maybe I want to add some journaling. How am I going to do that? Because the page is already filled up. Let me show you a fun trick with the element cards. I have 2 4x4 element cards here, and you can see at the top of each of those cards, there's a little bit of space. What I'm going to do is I'm going to score along the top of each of those cards. We'll pull in our scoring tool, and we'll just score a line at 1/4 inch across the top of that card and this card. So let me move this tool off to the side. And on the back of each of these cards where I have scored, I'm going to add some tape. The next thing I'll do is just peel off this tape and lay this card right on top of my other photo. We'll do that with both photos. Once the cards are in place, I can just fold them back along that score line, and I have a fun interactive flap right here on this page. This is great because I can add another photo here on the flap or journaling as well as here. Now the final step is we want to make sure that we mark that this is the first day of the month. So we're going to grab our number pocket piece, add some adhesive to the edge, and we'll just adhere that right to the edge of the card. This is really fun because it makes it a tab, so to speak, to lift up that flap. So we've created our first and second page for our first and second day of the month, but let's keep going. Another way to add photos to your project while you're working throughout the month is by using these fantastic vertical page pockets. They come with 10 vertical pocket pages, 2 each of 5 different designs. You have the 2 3x4s stacked, the 4x6, the 6 2x2s, a 4x4 with 2 2x2s, and this page with the 2 3x3s. You can see here that I've added one right into the book with an additional picture, and then I've put a couple of tab stickers on the edge just to make it a fun turn for that page. You may have noticed that there's not 3x3 cards available to tuck into your pockets, but that is not a problem because we have our 3x4 cards. So if we need a card for the 3x3 spot, we just look through our 3x4 cards and we look for a design that we can trim. Maybe this one right here with the green. This one would work with the phrase, but I'm going to do this green one like I did here. So grab your photo crop, pick the 3x3 square. You can use it to layer it on top, and then that will help you to center the design within the 3x3 square. And then simply take your scissors, cut along the edge of the template. And now your 3x4 card is cut to size perfectly to fit in that vertical page pocket. We've talked about making a flip-up element with the element cards, but you can also use the pattern paper. Here we've cut a strip of the pattern paper from the 6x8 paper pad and attached a 3x4 element card to the front, allowing us to add in more photos. We've done it again here, this time with the 2x2 cards tucked into this little vertical pocket page. And then here's another one that we made with the 4x6 slot using the 6x8 paper pad. Let's put this one together and I'll show you how. So first we're going to grab this sheet of 6x8 paper from the 6x8 paper pad and we're going to score it in half. We're going to score it at 4 inches. The next thing we're going to do is I love the patterns on both sides of this paper. So we're going to trim off a little bit of the edge so that when we fold the card, we can see that other pattern peeking through. We'll just trim off about 1/2 inch. When we fold the card, you can see that you have that cute little pattern peeking out. Let's finish the rest of the design. We have our poinsettia from the floral bits and pieces, our number 6 for day 6 from the number pocket pieces. And then I wanted a little tab of sorts to lift that flap, so I'm going to put a border sticker. Let's choose this one right here that says Merry Christmas. And we're just going to layer that right on top. Now I can add a photo here, and I can add photos inside. I can put 2 long photos, or I can fit 4 smaller photos. Another really fun product to use to add more photos to your page are the photo flips. And what these are little miniature sheet protectors that have an adhesive strip on them, and they come in 3 different sizes. We have the 4x6, the 4x4, and the 3x4. You can purchase them in a variety pack, or you can purchase them in packs by themselves if you happen to have a favorite size. I personally love the 4x4 size, and I want to show you a technique with this size. We are going to make this waterfall page. Again, we're going to work with our 6x8 paper pad. I've selected this paper from the pad, and then I've cut down this paper with the red pattern on it. And I'm going to adhere that to the center of the paper. Now when I lift up each of the photo flips, I want to have something underneath. So at the very bottom of this strip, I'm going to place a 3x4 photo. Once I have that onto the page, I'm ready to slip it into my sheet protector. So I have the 6x8 pocket page that is included with the album, and I'm going to slide that paper in. Now I'm ready to add the cards on top. I have 3 4x4 photo flips, and I'm going to choose 3 different cards to go in. On the top one, I want a title, so I'm going to put this one that says Peace and Love. I slide the pocket in, and then I can just remove the adhesive strip, the adhesive backing, and glue that right to the sheet protector. The next one I want to work on is the one on the bottom. And I wanted a place for journaling, so I'm going to add this journal card into this pocket. I slip it in. Again, I remove the adhesive backing. I'll lift up this pocket, and then I'll glue this one right to the front of the sheet protector. Super easy. I have two pieces into place, and now I need the final piece that will go in between. For this one, I'm going to add a photo. I'll slip that photo in. Again, remove the adhesive backing. And then I'll just carefully space out the cards how I want them spaced. I'm just leaning it up against the flap above it so that the adhesive doesn't stick. And then once I find the spacing that I want, I can set it down onto the page protector and adhere it in place. And now I have my waterfall flaps all ready to go. The final step is to add, of course, our number pocket piece so we know what day of the month it is. I'm going to add this number 8. And again, I'm just adding it directly to the sheet protector, which is a lot of fun because it acts as a tab. And then I wanted some greenery. So I chose this piece of holly from the floral bits and pieces. I'm going to add adhesive to the top, and then I'm going to glue that right there to the back side of the number 8. And my page is complete. Now, if this little piece of red pattern paper poking through bothers you, all you need to do is add a little bit of washi tape to decorate. Simply tear a strip, add that on, and you're ready to go. We've talked about flips and folds as an interactive element in your album, but now we're going to shift gears and talk about pockets. Now, your album comes with this great pocket page, and it's really great for adding in a letter to Santa, maybe your show tickets to a fun Christmas play that you went to, but it's also a great place to add additional photos. You can see here that I decorated this pocket with a 3x4 card, as well as some stickers, and then I've tucked in a couple of cards. Now, one thing that's really fun to do when you do this is you can create tabs across the top of your photos as pulls. So how I created the tabs for these photos is I used the rectangular stickers from the mini sticker tablet. I chose one that had a plain pattern on it. I adhered it to the edge of my photo, and then I simply flipped it and folded it over, creating a little tab. And then I just added on a little word sticker that can also be found in the mini sticker tablet. Let's do the ho ho ho, because maybe it's a picture of my child with Santa. Taking inspiration from the pocket page that's included in the album, we can create our own pockets. Here we have this page where I've used the snap page included with the album, and then I've made my own pocket with a piece of pattern paper. We just take a circle punch and notch out a little piece, half circle in the top of the paper to act as our tab, and then I've placed sticky tape on the back of the paper on 3 sides. Adhere that to the bottom of the page. Decorate it. And then I'm ready to tuck in some photos. Now, before we added the tabs to the top of the photos with the mini sticker tablet. This time I'm going to add tabs to the top using these flag stickers from the combo sticker sheet. That allows me to pull out the photo without adding fingerprints to the photo. The final pocket style I want to show you is creating your own pocket insert page. And how I'm going to do this one is I'm going to use one of the included pages with the kit. So I have this scallop piece, and you can see the other side has this pattern on it. And we're going to adhere that to this 6x8 piece of paper that I've cut down to 6 inches square. We'll place adhesive on 3 sides, creating our pocket. And then just adhere that right on top of the other paper. Now, because this one has holes punched in it and the one below doesn't, we need to punch holes through this paper. So I'm going to use the We Are Memory Keepers Crop-A-Dial multi-punch tool. Love this tool because I can choose different sized holes all on the same tool, and it's really easy to switch back and forth. Now we can just decorate our pocket with an element card matted with a piece of the green Simple Basics paper. We'll add a sticker from our combo sticker sheet. And then I can tuck my photos inside. Now, in the past two pockets, we talked about different kinds of tabs. And in this case, I've used, again, the mini sticker tablet. This time, instead of using the rectangles to fold over the edge, I've used the circle stickers. So again, I like to look for one that has a pattern, like this red one. Simply peel it off and fold it over the edge of your photo. You're ready to go. So just to flip through the album, you can see all of the fun details that we've added. We've added flip-ups with our 4x4 element cards. We've added a calendar with our calendar page. We've added additional spots for photos and journaling with our inserts. We even have the wintry blue featured on this page spread. More of the flip-up pockets. Our waterfall with the photo flips. Here's a fun one that flips out this way. I love the variety of page sizes and interactive elements. It's really a fun, beautiful kit. Lots of beautiful pieces, lots of fun ways to add your ephemera from the month and include all of your memories about your Christmas gatherings and Christmas parties. So from all of us at Simple Stories and Scrapbook.com, Merry Christmas. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video and want to see more from Scrapbook.com, please like, share, subscribe, and leave a message. Happiness is life handmade.